Welcome to this tutorial on creating a simple bank management system in C++. In this tutorial, we will walk through the process of building a basic console-based banking application using the dev C++ editor. This project will help you understand the fundamentals of C++ programming, including classes, vectors, user input, and control flow. Throughout the tutorial, we will cover essential concepts such as class design, vector usage, iterator loops, and menu-driven programming. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a working bank management system that allows users to add accounts, display account details, deposit and withdraw money, check balances, and search for a specific account. Whether you are a beginner looking to enhance your C++ skill or someone exploring the basics of software development, this tutorial will provide you with hands-on experience in creating a practical application. So in this video, I am explaining the code of bank management system. So first of all, we have these lines. The first line includes the input output stream library, which is necessary for standard input and output operations. Then here comes second line. This line includes the vector library, which is used to implement dynamic arrays like vectors in C++. Then we have hash include iterator. This line includes the library of iterator, which is used to work with iterators that traverse containers like vectors. Then we have using namespace std. This line declares that the code is using the standard namespace to simplify the usage of standard C++ elements such as cout, cin, vector. Then we have the class for account. The first line class account. This line declares a class named account to represent a bank account. Then we have public. It indicates that the member following this keyword will be accessible outside the class. Then we have these three: string account number, string account holder, and double balance. These are member variables representing the account number, holder name, and balance respectively. Then we have this line, and this is the constructor for the account class initializing the account with the provided values. These are the values. Then we have the next class, that is bank class. This line declares a class named bank to represent a bank and its operations. Then we have the private. It indicates that the member following this keyword will be private and not directly accessible from outside the class. Then we have this line. This member variable is a vector of account objects representing the bank's accounts. Then we have this line. These functions add a new account to the bank with the given detail. Then we have next void display account function. The display account function. This function displays the details of all accounts in the bank. Then this line, if accounts dot empty, it checks if the accounts vector is empty and prints a message if no accounts are found. Then we have for loop. This line, it iterates through the accounts vector using an iterator and prints details of each account. Then we have the function of deposit money. This function takes two parameters, account number and amount. Account number is the account to deposit into, and amount the amount to deposit. The function returns void, indicating that it does not return any value. Then we have a for loop. This line begins a loop that iterates through each element in the account vector using an it. Then we have if statement. This condition checks if the current account number matches the provided account number. Then it balance. This line. If the account is found, this line increments the account's balance by the deposited amount. Then we have a cout. This message is displayed to the user, indicating a successful deposit. Then we have the return. Return statement is used to exit the function after a successful deposit. If the loop completes without finding the specified account, the function prints cout, account not found, deposit failed. The message informs the user that the deposit operation failed because the specific account was not found. And this function is responsible for updating the balance of a specific account by depositing a specified amount. Then we have the next function to withdraw money. This function takes two parameter account number, the account to withdraw from, and the amount to withdraw. The function returns void, indicating that it does not return any value. Then we have the for loop. This line begins a loop that iterates through each element in the accounts vector using it. Then we have the condition. This condition checks if the current account number matches the provided account number. Then we have this line. This nested condition checks if the withdraw amount is less than or equal to the account's current balance. Then the next line. If both conditions are met, this line decrements the account's balance by the withdraw amount. Then we have the cout. This message is displayed to the user indicating a successful withdrawal. Then we have else, and if the withdraw amount exceeds the account's balance, this message is displayed indicating insufficient balance, withdraw failed. We have the return. The return statement is used to exit the function after a successful withdrawal or when an account is not found. If the loop completes without finding the specific account, the function prints cout account not found, withdrawal failed. This message informs the user that the withdrawal operation failed because the specified account was not found. We have the next function of balance inquiry. This function takes only one parameter, account number, the account for which the balance is to be inquired. This function returns void, that indicating that it does not return any value. Then we have a loop. This line begins a loop that iterates through each element in the account's vector using an iterator it. Then the third line. This condition checks if the current account's account number matches the provided account number. Then we have the cout. If the account is found, this line prints the current balance of the account to the console. Then we have the return. The return statement is used to exit the function after displaying the account balance. Then after that, if the loop completes without finding the specified account, the function prints cout like account not found, balance inquiry failed. This message informing the user that the balance inquiry operation failed because the specified account was not found. Then we have the last function of search account. This function takes one parameter, account number, the account to search for. This function returns void, indicating that it does not return any value. Then we have a for loop. This line begins a loop that iterates through each element in the accounts vector using an iterator it. Then this condition also checks the same as I already explained. And then we have a cout. Like if the account is found, the line prints a success message to the console. The following lines prints detailed information about the found account, including account number, account name, account holder name, and balance. Then we have the return, and it is also same is used to exit the function after displaying the account information. Then if the loop completes without finding the specified account, then it prints that account's not found. Then we have the int man. This is the main function of the C++ program. Execution begins from here. The return type is int to indicate the exit status of the program. Then the next line, an instance of the bank class named as bank is created. This object will be used to perform operation on the bank accounts. Then we have this while true. This is an infinite loop that continuously displays the main menu until the user chooses to exit the program. The main menu is displayed using cout statement and the user is prompted to enter a choice here. And the user choice is read from the console and stored in the variable choice. The switch statement is used to perform different action based on the user choice. In case 1, it is used to add account. In case 2, it is used to like display account. And for each menu option, the program collects necessary input and calls the corresponding function of the bank class. And in case 7, handles the case 7 handles the user choice. To exit the program, it prints a like goodbye, or like exit the program, thank you, prints a goodbye message and returns 0, indicating successful program termination. If the user enters an invalid choice, a message is displayed and the loop continues. The program may keeps running until the user chooses to exit by selecting option 7. And the main function serves as the entry point of the program, orchestrating the flow of execution, interacting with the user, and invoking the appropriate functions to perform bank management operations. And congratulations on completing this tutorial on building bank management system in C++. By now, you should have a solid understanding of class-based programming, vector usage, and menu-driven application design. Feel free to explore the code by adding new features or refining existing ones. Consider implementing additional error handling, improving user interfaces, or integrating more advanced C++ concepts. This project serves as a foundation of for more complex applications and provides a glimpse into the world of software development. And I hope you found this tutorial both informative and enjoyable. If you have any questions or want to explore more C++ projects, there are endless possibilities for expanding and enhancing your coding skill. Keep coding and building, and I will see you in the next tutorial.